So I'd like to introduce now Jin Liping, who is the Vice Chairman of the Chinese Potato Association. She's also involved as a researcher at the Chinese Academy of Agricultural Sciences, the Fruit and Flowers Division in Beijing. I had the great privilege of going to China and speaking at the Chinese Expo 2 years ago and last year, and met many people from China. I'm pleased to say I'm wearing the Chinese Scottish Friendship Badge here. And so I welcome everyone from China to our country. And I'd like to ask Jin Liping to come up and speak to us now. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. First of all, I would like to thank the Congress host for bringing me here to share some information with you about China's potato industry. China has played more and more important roles in global potato industry. Since 1993, China has become the largest potato producer in the world. From 1991 to 2010, the planting area increased by 2.3 million hectares to 5.2 hectares and the total production increased by 15 million tons to 81 million tons. The proportions of China's potato production in the world are continuously increasing. The planted area accounts for the 28%. We can see the figures here. In 2010, and while the total production accounted for 25% in 2010. China is also the largest potato consumer in the world. In 2010, average per capita consumption in mainland is 44 kilograms. And the potatoes are used as vegetables, staple food, and raw materials for processing. It was estimated that 60% of total production is used for fresh, and 16% of potato is for processing material, raw material. Potatoes are widely distributed throughout the country in 4 main agroecological zones. 87% of China's potatoes are grown in the northern single cropping zone and the southwest mixed cropping zone. These two zones is the main potato production area. And the 7 main produce provinces make up 17%, and the 70% potato production of China. The average yield range from 42 tons per hectare to 6 tons per hectare from region to region. And the 60% of potato are grown in the dry land in arid and semi-arid region, mostly in terrace-fied fields. Field mulching and water-saving irrigation technologies are usually applied to that field, and they can significantly increase tuber yield. Potato can be produced in China also throughout the year, with different crop types. For example, autumn is the main crop season in the north and the southwestern regions, and potato also are planted at a high elevation. There's a high elevation in the terrace field. And intercrop with the other crops such as corns and even vegetables and watermelon. The summer potatoes are grown in a protected field for early harvest and good profit. Winter potatoes are produced in winter fallow pad field. This is a rice pad, winter pad field, and in southern China. Potatoes are also grown mainly by small farmers, single farmers, so very small. And however, in recent years, mechanized farms are developing in north and the northeast. Potato is a kind of important vegetable in Chinese diet. It can be prepared for hundreds, even thousands of dishes in different cuisines. The pictures show you the different dishes we prepared in China. And the potato are also prepared with rice and oats, in dumplings or pancakes and some to make a staple food. Potato starch noodles are also the favorite foods of Chinese. The picture are some examples of starch noodle dishes. We also eat a large amount of chips and French fries. Now, potato is playing important roles in the food security in China. Demands for the food will continue increase due to the large and increasing population. It was predicted that the population may reach 1.6 billion in 2030. It means that 640 million tons of food will be demanded at that time. However, China also faced to the same challenges that Professor Banton mentioned yesterday. The arable land is limited and decreasing. The potato is also considered the fifth most important food crop after rice, wheat, corn, and soybean. 70% of total arable land has been for the production of first three green crops with fair good yield. The potential to increase the production of these three crops is limited. In the last 10 years, the production of the three crops kept a stable, slight increase. However, the potato production was increased very fast in the last 10 years. So there is a great potential to increase potato production by improvement of yield and expansion of planting area in the winter fallow paddy rice field without land competitions to green crops. Increasing potato production will help the reduction of poverty and improve food security and increase farmers' income. Looking at the future, there will be more consumption of potatoes and its products in China. The first consumption of vegetable potatoes, including potato, peeled and sliced potato, and convenient snack foods will increase because more people move to the cities. And with a rising income, longer working time, and shrinking free times. Dehydrated potato products will be widely used in food processing and homemade dishes. consumption of the French fries is also expected to increase with the Western fast food expanding in China. Potato will be increased as a staple food in the future. For example, the hydrated potato are used to make noodles. This is a noodles, it's a staple food in China. And breads with wheat flour. However, there are many challenges in China's potato industry, such as low yield result from the poor production conditions, shortage of good varieties and good quality seeds, a low level of mechanization, and the stress of disease, drought, and frost. The losses and the low added value are also caused by backward post-harvest handling and the storage technology. Main processed product is crude starch with a low added value. Hopefully, China's government has paid more attention to potato industry recent years, and they released a number of policy documents, including planning, subsidy of seed of potato, farming machinery, and storage. The government also put investment to establish the research platforms like key labs and R&D center of potato. The key labs focus on basic and applied basic research related to potato biology and genetic improvement. First is the functional genomic of biotech and abiotic stress and tube quality. And the second is the potato germplasm enhancement and exploitation, and also the biology. And biology start. Yesterday, somebody mentioned the genomic sequence is published in Nature, and China is an important participant. And also genetic and also gene mapping and isolation for important traits, and then the potato breeding methodologies and variety development. The R&D Center, CAS, with a CAS focus on development of applied technologies of potato industry on following aspects. The first one is the breeding for varieties suitable for different uses and improve seed potato production, and also study on seed crop management, disease integrate management, farming machinery and post-harvest handling system for small farmers, the new processed products and machinery. The tuber nutrition quality improvement and also the improve of modified farmers' storage with lower energy and cost. And the useful material recovering from the processing waste water, especially from the starch processing. And as well as the knowledge transfer through media publicity, farming training activities, and demonstration of technologies and new varieties. I would like to take this chance to thank my potato research teams in Institute of Vegetables and Flowers, and also the scientists in R&D centers, CAS, and the scientists in the key lab. And thank you for attention. Thank you very much. Thank you.